What's up, everyone? I am Dungeon Master Devin, and this is the prologue to Total Party Chill's show, Lost Lands of Novus. Everything you need to know to jump in. So, here we go. Centuries ago, the gods of Omni, which is the world our heroes are playing in, they banished this evil god to another plane. This evil god was called Yalinar, and he grew in power from consuming other gods, and he had this endless greed. This dude is a complete asshole. So all the gods of Omni, they banded together to try to get rid of Yalinar. It was like some Captain Planet shit. And as they banished him to this extra-dimensional prison, all of his followers just skirt into the shadows to plan how to bring him back. Now, if you know how planes work, they kind of sit on top of each other. When he was banished, the extra-dimensional prison exists right over the lands of Novus. The gods seeing this were like, okay, let's just like hide this continent. It was a safety precaution. And so much time has passed that nobody even remembers Novus. They only know that there's this giant swath of ocean, that there's a dead magic zone, no one ever comes back, it's just like bad shit all around. As Yalinar and his followers laid in wait, like evil fuckers do, he created 13 tears in his prison, and he seeped some of his essence into the material plane. And this manifests itself as these crystals covered in this black ichor called the Yalinar crystals. Now here's the thing, each crystal was created from one of his fingernails. The dude's got 13 fingers. I know, it's real creepy, but it's a god, and like if you've ever looked at any kind of mythology about gods, it's some fucking crazy shit. So he's got 13 fingernails that he just rips off, and he used that to tear into the fabric of reality and drops this manifestation of himself, the Yalinar crystal. So Yalinar, with these crystals that exist on the material plane, he's able to pour his energy into them. Anyone who came into contact with these crystals would be bestowed incredible power, but also become corrupted by Yalinar. This lingering greed, this ever-present desire for more that just kind of all consumes. The followers of Yalinar have been working in the background trying to free him from his prison. They've been trying to find a way to find the Lost Lands of Novus. Those that have found their way there are trying to find the crystals so they can somehow figure out how to free him. His followers are these dumb shits. Oh my god. They think that if they free him, they're gonna get bestowed all this amazing power. If you've seen cults before, that's not how it works. Here's the other shit. There is this warring kingdom of Regaria that has been trying to conquer all of Omni over and over again. They keep getting battled back. They're just your classic narrative bad guy kingdom. Well, they found out that the Yalinar crystals are a thing, and of course they're now on a fucking quest to get all these crystals so they can dominate the entire fucking world. And mind you, this is not all of Regaria. This is the leadership. I don't think the common Regarian civilian is 100% down with this. There are probably some evangelicals of the culture that is fostered from the leadership, but I would not persecute every Regarian citizen for the aspects of the leadership. So our heroes, Vesh, Ariella, Ulna, River, Elsewhere, and Bruce, they've been charged by the Kingdom's Alliance, which is the equivalent of like the United Nations, except it's secret and a little more powerful. Actually, a lot more powerful. They are like, listen, for some reason, our oracles, our sages, they see that there is this presence called the thread that is very strong in the heroes. And for some reason, that their thread is tied towards the Lost Lands of Novus and these Yalinar crystals. They are threads, which is essentially like magic and fate. Sometimes oracles and sages can see the threads of other people and where they connect. And it's kind of how the entire cosmic universe works. Gods and devils and all these greater beings, they use as a small form of influence. It's more like this feeling that you know someone or place seems familiar. That feeling is what is referred to in this world as like, oh, someone's pulling at your thread. And, you know, they're also tasked with trying to make sure this ancient god is not resummoned from his prison and brought about the world, so they don't have to deal with that shit too. First, these heroes, they made their trek across the ocean, and like I said, Novus is hidden, and so they had to go through what is called the Vast. It's a magical dead zone surrounding Novus with all manner of fuckery. I mean, we're talking krakens, demon fish, snake rain, just total nonsense. So our heroes, getting past the Vast, have ended up on the island of Arcadia, an island on the southern coast of Novus. Upon arrival, they make friends with the Arcadian Guard, which is the inhabitants of the island. They save the princess from this giant turtle dragon who has been corrupted by a Yalinar crystal and wants to enslave the entire island and all of its inhabitants. So if they slay them, they get their first crystal. So our heroes head to the mainland of Novus after getting their first crystal from Arcadia. And they are immediately met with the ruler of the Southern Lands, Queen. An abomination. She is half beholder, half beast. Terrifying. This is what happens when I get the fever. I think of shit like this. Oh, sorry. Having foreseen these heroes coming to take the Eleanor crystal from her, she is prepped to counterattack. And the moment that they step foot, she reveals herself and she casts a mass teleportation spell on them. This is like some 10th level spell shit. This bitch is so powerful. She can just teleport folks wherever the F she wants in Novus. So she sends them to another part of Novus called New Avernus. Yeah, that's as in hell, but like new hell. New Avernus exists in the barren desert. So about 12 moons ago, over the great barren desert of Novus, Demon Lord came across a Yalinar crystal, and he used it to make a pact with the devils to create a rift between the material plane and Avernus. And although this rift didn't exist outside of the Great Desert, they wanted to expand it. They wanted to get more power so they can bridge it even farther. So our heroes, now being teleported here, have battled through this hellscape. They fought the Demon Lord. They got the Yalinar crystal. They've repaired the rift. The material plane is resuming back to normal. Now our adventure begins as our heroes head towards the island of Edan in a newly procured airship. Edan is told to have incredible magic and enchantments that can help with their quest to obtain all of the Yalinar crystals. So, the big players to keep your eyes out for: the Cult of Yalinar. Anyone who's got these Yalinar crystals, they want to hold on to them and they want to help bring Yalinar into our world. The other people you gotta look out for: the Regarians. They want to use these crystals because they want to just fucking conquer everything, and they are dicks. And that's the prologue. That's everything you need to know before you watch episode 1. So, hope you enjoyed it, and see you Sunday.